On March 22nd, rapper Sauce Walka and his artist Sayso P were hanging out in downtown Memphis enjoying their lives, when out of nowhere, a group of armed men hopped out of a white car. In an ambush-style attack, they began to run towards Sauce Walka and Sayso P, unloading at them and striking both of them several times. Sauce Walka was shot in the leg and was left in critical condition, but managed to survive the attack, while his artist Sayso P didn't have the same luck. Unfortunately, he passed away from his injuries. It didn't take long for the police to tell the world that this was indeed a targeted hit, with the police initially telling the world that it was Sauce Walka who could have been the intended target. Eventually, it was revealed that Sayso P was possibly the intended target the entire time, as he had allegedly robbed a man for over $200K. Right when it seemed the truth about the situation was discovered, Sayso P's own mother came out and threw a curveball, claiming that things weren't what they seemed, stating that her son was set up by somebody close to him and it wasn't connected to any robbery. Now, people are looking at Sauce Walka as they believe he's who the mother is referring to. Now, the question people online are asking is, did Sauce Walka really set up Sayso P? Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos every other day exposing the truth. In today's episode, we will be talking about Sauce Walka being accused of setting up his artist Sayso P. But before we begin, I just wanted to let my patrons know I just released a new Patreon exclusive. In this exclusive video, I exposed the secret of the 33rd degree, revealing what the Masons don't want the world to know. If you're one of my members, you can find the link to my Patreon in the description or in the comment section. I want to thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. Death in hip-hop has sadly become a part of the culture. It's like every other month we hear about a rapper being gunned down in the most brutal ways. Rappers getting arrested for placing hits on rivals also seem to be on the rise, as in the last year, we have seen two big artists get arrested for allegedly placing hits on their rivals, while another rapper's brother was accused of also putting a hit on his rival. Unfortunately, death in hip-hop is glorified, with rappers making hit songs about catching their ops and ending their lives. We don't see this in any other genre of music except for hip-hop. So many rappers seemingly eager to reach the same tragic result as the rappers before them. You must ask yourself, what is the point of beating the odds, becoming a famous rapper to then die before you even enjoy the career you achieve? It doesn't make any sense, honestly. This is essentially what happened to the up-and-coming rapper Sayso P. While Sayso P wasn't a big artist, he definitely seemed like he was on the come-up. He had signed to Sauce Walka, a Houston, Texas rap star, and was working on music. Things were looking good for Sayso until he made a fatal mistake. Apparently, it was speculated that Sayso P, who is from Memphis, had problems with many people in Memphis. He no longer lived in the city due to issues he had with people in the area. He was warned to stay out of Memphis by his enemies. Instead of taking that advice, he decided he wanted to do the opposite, choosing to not only go back to Memphis on the day he died, but make a video taunting his ops, claiming that they couldn't stop him from going to Memphis. Now on March 23rd, he decided to prove once again how he wasn't scared to be in the city. This is when he was gunned down in downtown Memphis with his label boss Sauce Walka right next to him. Sadly, the entire shooting was caught on tape. A group of men hopped out of a white car and began unloading at Sauce Walka and Sayso P. Clearly, the incident looked like a planned hit, a hit that was clearly meant for Sayso P, as Sauce Walka, although was shot, was spared from being ended. Immediately after the shooting, people started to speculate online that this hit was done as a retaliation against Sayso P, who had allegedly robbed a Memphis man for over $200K. This made sense as Sauce Walka was spared, indicating that the hit was personal and the target was Sayso P. A tragic situation, and although sad, at least his family, friends, and fans got the answers to what led to this ambush. Sayso P had robbed the wrong person, and they got their revenge. The only problem is that Sayso P's mother didn't agree with the narrative being pushed on the internet. Not long after the death of her son, she made a post on Facebook where she called out everyone who claimed her son was killed over stealing $200K. According to Sayso P's mother, that wasn't at all what happened. She posted this statement: "This is the type of lies and stuff that keep mothers losing our sons. My son never stole anything, never ran off with anything. Didn't have to. Haters set him up, but not because he stole a dime. He would give you his last before he would steal anything. Please stop spreading rumors." Let me repeat that. He didn't have to take stuff from anyone. Money wasn't a factor. He was too loyal. Too loyal to the wrong person was his biggest downfall. Haters were envious and killed my baby, but I won't let y'all steal his legacy. People see him with a stack and say anything. This was his norm. In this post, the mother seemed to claim that her son wasn't killed because of stealing anybody's money, but was set up by someone close to him. Not long after the mom posted this, Sayso P's cousin also chimed in, and she made some serious allegations against Sauce Walka. According to Sayso P's cousin, he was set up by no other than Sauce Walka himself, alleging that he set him up for the life insurance policy he had on him. The cousin posted this on social media. "Stop lying on my cousin's name straight up. You are just running your mouths without the truth. They set my cousin up for an insurance policy, I don't care. F Sauce Walka." As you can see, Sayso P's family is basically blaming Sauce Walka for the death of Sayso P, even going as far as to say F Sauce Walka. It appears that the family knows something the rest of the world doesn't know. After coming out and making these accusations, people started to look at Sauce Walka differently, especially after it was reported by platforms like Warstar Hip Hop that the shooter stood over Sauce Walka and spared his life. People also began pointing at Sauce Walka's behavior after the shooting, with people noticing the lack of empathy coming from a man who just lost their close friend and artist. To many, Sauce Walka appeared in good spirits and unbothered after the death. At one point, he even posted a paid promo days after the shooting on his Instagram, showing himself throwing money in the club and partying literally days after Sayso P's death. People looked at him with even more suspicion when he decided to do an interview days after the incident. In the interview, Sauce Walka claims that he understands why Sayso P was killed and respects the fact that he was spared, admitting that these men had the opportunity to end him but didn't, claiming that Sayso P had gotten himself into something personal that had nothing to do with him. Also, he claimed that he had no plans of retaliation and was okay with letting this all go.
And what come with it, I got to make other people around me and people that's from my city and my state understand that the situation is, and I could have lost my life and my life was put in danger. It wasn't intentionally for me. It took my life and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? So if I wanted to, I could have 400-500 different men, good men down here from different cities and states, including mine, around here ready to do whatever by snapping my finger in retaliation to what happened to me and my little brother. But as much as it hurt my soul and it really break me down, I'm damn near getting emotional right now thinking about it. That I can't retaliate because that's not righteous. Because my brother had his own dealings as a man that I gotta respect, and a mother had the opportunity to make me 100% accountable for the same thing that they felt, whatever the situation is, because I still don't know what the situation is with my brother, but whatever it was, they could have held me the same level of accountable that they did him and took my life for no reason the same way, whatever that his was taken for. So at the end of the day, I got to be a man and be an honorable.
While this seems like a reasonable thing to say in a situation like this, most people saw this as suspicious, as Sauce Walka seemingly was throwing Sayso P under the bus and claiming he was the cause of his own death, even admitting that he had no problem with it because he earned that fate. For someone Sauce Walka claimed was his little brother, he seemed unbothered and like he barely cared that he was killed. This is something that even academics was seen claiming on a live stream, as he felt Sauce Walka didn't show enough emotions or concern.
Optically, I think a lot of what he's doing doesn't look good. Bro, your man's died, your artist died. Dog, you're running promo on your page and getting interviews, and like, bro, like, at least look a little bit like you care. And I do think he cares, but I think it's hard for it to come across like that when that's all we're seeing. You know what I mean? When you speak about him dying, it's not like, damn, man, like, I don't care what he was into, man. Like, I mean, even if you don't gotta be like, oh, I'm about to go kill some people for him, it feel like you were like, yo, listen, man, the streets handle what they handle, and I'm moving on. Which is like, I think that's a crazy way to look at it. You know what I mean? Especially if I'm that dude's loved ones, and I probably sent them out to be in Houston to hang with you and get some drip and some sauce and to try to blow up, and the guy dies, and you'll be like, well, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
This only gave more credibility to the claims that Sayso P's mother and cousin were making. It was looking more possible that Sauce Walka might have set up Sayso P and might have been caught in the crossfire but ultimately survived. Now, the one thing that was working in Sauce Walka's favor is that one of the men accused of taking Sayso P out was found dead a few days after the hit. Now, no one knows if this was Sayso P's people getting retaliation, or Sauce Walka getting get back, or just an entirely other situation. But some people online have started to speculate that maybe Sauce Walka was behind this. Now, even though Sauce Walka claimed he wasn't going to do anything in retaliation, he could have just been playing chess, not checkers. By claiming he wasn't going to retaliate, he could have been trying to throw off the police. Regardlessly, it appears that someone got revenge for the shooting of Sayso P. Still, many people had questions for Sauce though, and Sauce Walka would eventually respond to the rumors that he set up Sayso P on social media. In this post, he was seen in a video calling people weirdos for claiming he sacrificed his partner Sayso P, while at the same time announcing he signed a new artist, which honestly looked even more suspicious.
It's one of them days. It's one of them days, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole world been waiting for me to speak. They been wanting to hear, you know what I'm saying, how I feel about this spiel. So we gonna make this little public Sauce announcement like this right here, you know what I'm talking about? Sauce P, Sayso P, just post anything on the internet for clicks and views is dumb. Y'all talking about sacrificing my brothers? No, nigga, I changed my brothers' lives. That's what Sauce gotta do. I changed niggas' I changed niggas' situations. I turned niggas hood niggas billionaires, and shout out to that zillionaire. You know what I'm talking about? My brother Sauce Mike D, Fofo Mike D Dennis, TSL business, original TSL member. You know what I'm talking about? How many years we been doing this league?
Man, I can't even understand, man.
You been before this
shit started.
You know what I'm saying? Brand new record deal, brand new contract for Sauce Mike D's, TSL business, new album on the way. What's the name of my album, Mike D?
Excuse me.
Excuse me, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
Coming out in a few weeks. Drop with /TSL 1 RPM. Shout out to my boy 1 RPM Guccio. And you know what I'm saying? The deal went through 300,000.
Under this video, he wrote this caption: "Just gave my splat 100K and a new $250,000 record deal. I sacrifice ? Nah, more like my brother's keeper. The album drops May 2nd, and to celebrate life, I bought a 10-carat diamond chain from Johnny Dang. Spent 400K total today. Sauce don't do insurance, my cars don't even have insurance, laugh out loud. I'm all cash money, splash money." Somehow, Sauce Walka was still talking about how rich he is and promoting another artist while talking about the rumors of him sacrificing his last artist. Honestly, this looks bad and only makes him look more suspicious in my opinion. Now, we all know that as crazy as it might sound for a rapper to sacrifice his own artist for life insurance, in the music industry, this is common practice. Every single rapper signed to a major record deal have a life insurance policy placed on them paid out to the labels. If the artist dies before the contract ends and the label recoups their money, the insurance company would pay out the policy.
Now it's even crazier because they getting life insurance on artists. At least back then we didn't have that.
Somebody told me that.
Yeah.
Is a label signing an artist in good faith taking a life insurance out on him?
No, you praying on his death, praying on making millions on his death.
Or are they being realistic though?
Both. They're being realistic, and they, you know, you're supposed to have life, you know what I'm saying, life insurance anyway. When the label does it, if you don't have one, that's.
Now, as malicious and suspicious as this sounds, the record labels claim to do this in order to protect their investment because they invest millions of dollars into these artists. The only problem is, the record labels have been taking advantage of this, taking out their own artists in order to collect the insurance money and then also making millions off their catalogs from the rise in streams. Even though Sauce Walka denies having an insurance policy on Sayso P, it doesn't mean he's telling the truth, as this is standard practice in the music industry. I also don't understand why Sayso P's family would be accusing Walka if they didn't know something that we don't know behind the scenes. It could be 100% possible that the family has inside information on why they think Sayso P was set up by Sauce Walka. The music industry is demonic, and I feel like these videos Sauce Walka did right after the incident makes him look more suspicious. In this post, Sauce Walka posted a picture positioned next to an eye. Also in this post from 2 days before Sayso P's death, we see Sauce Walka doing the one eye symbolism. While this might just be a strange coincidence, it could also indicate that this was something darker than just life insurance. I keep thinking to myself, why did he post these two pictures before and after the situation, with both pictures clearly displaying the one eye symbolism? We know the Masonic order runs the music industry and sacrifices are often made. Was this situation another industry sacrifice in order for Sauce Walka to level up? Sadly, it could be a possibility. One thing I will say in Sauce Walka's defense is why would he set up a hit where he would be in the line of fire? Why not tell these hitmen to strike when Sayso P was alone? Was this just a miscalculation by the hitman and maybe they didn't realize Sauce Walka was there and when they noticed they spared them? Or was this just a situation that Sayso P was paying for his past sins? Honestly, this entire situation is strange. Part of me feels like maybe it was connected to Sayso P running off with someone's money, but the fact that his family denies it and claims that Sauce Walka set him up changes my perspective. Then looking at Sauce Walka's behavior after the incident makes this all look even way more suspicious. On one hand, we know this is how the twisted satanic music industry operates, but on the other hand, we also know that this is how the streets operate too. The sad thing about all of this is that hip-hop glorifies all of this death. The fans love when things like this happen. They love when the music spills into real life and an artist loses their life. In my opinion, the fans are just as much as part of the problem as the rappers. They just want to see these people die for their entertainment. Now at this moment, there is a part of me that believes Sauce Walka sacrifices artists. While I can't say it happened 100%, I can say 100% that this does happen in the music industry. We all know that it comes to a point where some of these artists are willing to sacrifice their loved ones to make it to that next level. Whether this is what happened with Sauce Walka, we can't confirm it. But I will say that the mother and the cousin calling Sauce Walka out indicates that there's definitely more to this story. I am truly tired of the music industry's demonic ways. I'm tired of them taking advantage of the artists and the fans. So many of these young artists dedicate their lives to this industry only to be sacrificed by it. This is what the fans are praising. This is what the fans are building up, not knowing that it's a demonic spirit that runs this industry. My prayers go out to Sayso P and his family. I hope the truth will be revealed. Well, that's it for this video. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.